hammer the Grizzlies. We're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Memphis.
And they're 1-0 against them this season. And this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Well, it's just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept either. I mean, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you already know.
Morant drives in. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the first points up on the board for Memphis. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of remind me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And they're able to recover. Back to Gordon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night. And the technical free throw is good. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Back to Plumlee. Banked in off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Back to Morant. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Gordon. Morant, right side. Lock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Detroit, Jackson in the corner. Morant outside. There's the lob to Jackson. Shot clock reset for Memphis. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. Back to Grant. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Detroit shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Plumlee hits them both. The Grizzlies trailed by 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about the task of slowing down Ja Morant. Coach said the one thing you can't account for with Morant is his explosiveness. Everything else you can plan for, but sometimes he'll just beat you. And Kevin, that's what they mean when they say good defense, better offense. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score. Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Grant. And stolen by Gordon. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you're right. When he's not, sub. That's simple.
The Pistons trail it. To the inside. Stewart misses. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Morant. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Grant gets a wide open look. Detroit, no good that time either. Morant, right side. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Morant.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Memphis.
Pass to Melton. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Back to Ellington. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Memphis leading by 9. Here's Melton. Offensive rebound. Jackson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown in the defensive glass.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Here's Morris, and he drives in. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The shot's good from Ellington. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Stewart. Pistons passing it around. And that one is hammered home.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Here's Morris. Joseph with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 10. Here's Grant. The shot from the low post is good. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's the screen. A three from Morris. It's the rebound. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Grant. Ellington with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Joseph with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. And the Pistons with possession here. 8-point game. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Ellington. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Allen on the wing. Afternaji. Morris outside. .149 left in the first half. Good on the three-point shot.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of five-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Pistons trailed by 12. Pass to Ellington. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's in there. Ellington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Joseph following the score by Memphis. Stolen by Anderson. Allen right side. A three from Morris. No good that time. How the Pistons take it the other way. Pass to Joseph. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now Diallo still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Takes it inside.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A three from Morris. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Bay. Outside Jackson. With the drive. Bay, no good. Memphis leading by 8. Morris into the lane. Anderson the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. And he connects with the jumper. Morris has got the first field goal, the second half for Memphis. To the left wing. Here's Bay. Driving to the basket. Fires the 3. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Smith surveying the D. Inside. It's stolen by Morris. Over to the left wing. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Pass to Grant. Now Plumlee. Here's Bay. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bay's got his second bucket of the night.
He's not going to back off when he's down. He's got a chance to attack the basket.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Plumlee. The shot comes out, and it's Memphis the other way. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Najee. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Morris into the lane. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the left side wing. There's 1:54 left in the third. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Allen with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Back to Smith. Grant outside. Driving in. Got a hand on it. It's Allen on the wing. A 3-ball. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Bay. A 3-pointer off the mark.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Traps in the tray.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Grant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Grant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
That one misses for Anderson.
The multi-talented Anderson. I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends. I mean, name it. He does it.
On the wing, Ellington. To the paint. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. 17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 2. Shot by Joseph, no good. Anderson outside, and that one's good. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And so it's Memphis, ahead by 26 points. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Got a piece of it. Here's Jackson. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You want to see how efficient the offense is running? A great stat to look at is points off assist, and they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
If you're Morant and you want to be a star point in the NBA, you have to score off the pick and roll sets.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Plumlee. That one drops for him.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Morant.
Well, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, can score in many different ways.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. And that'll be his third foul so far. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gordon a screen. Out to Morris. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
From deep, Brooks trains the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And here's Morris for three. Rebound by Smith. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home.
Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from three-point range. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's able to get it back. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Jackson. Here's Plumlee. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
First one falls for him.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
Outside Jackson. Here's Grant. Buries the long-range jumper.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Yeah, that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that